Hello, my name is Solar Dasher and this is Dirty 20 Gaming. Tonight we're here to play the game of Dungeons and Dragons. The module is the Lost Mines of Phandelver. Our tabletop of choice is Roll20. Our character art was done in Hero Forge, and the sound is coming from Ben Sound, and we're obviously missing one and have two blank spots. Those will be explained shortly as far as what's going on with that. We're going to do a little bit of retconning, but first things first, let's have these lovely three that are here currently introduce themselves. We'll go ahead and start with Wild Locust. Tell us who you are and where we can find you.
Uh, Hi, I'm Leah. I play Wild Locust, the very shy ranger. You can find me here on Wednesdays, and occasionally you can find me here on a Friday Fun Chat.
Very good, very good. And don't forget, always in our Discord. Keldalin.
Hello, I am Aaron who plays Cuddlin. You can find me just as with our lovely Ranger player here Wednesday nights. You can also find me over on Twitter at Primus_cast. It's my main place of being. Other than that, I'm just me.
And Lovari.
Hello there, my name's Gloriosa, Blaze of Gloriosa on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me streaming here on Wednesdays and occasionally on my own channel or bopping around in here or mostly in the Discord. I haunt that quite a lot. And I also sometimes I show up on Twitter. Sometimes.
All right, and if you guys want to put any links in the chat, then please feel free to do so. There we go. All right.
Oh, I forgot. Lovari is our resident sorcerer tiefling person, by the way.
Yes, she is. She joined our party last week, and we were happy to have her. So, when last we left our heroes, a lot happened, sort of. A channel divinity was cast by our local paladin hero. I think that was her. And I'm going to pretty much say it hit just the dogs. What it's going to do with these wolf dogs here is it's going to make them turn vicious. And this includes Ripper for some unknown reason, even though Ripper's normally loyal to Clark. All the dogs have gone over. They're just ripping Clark to shreds, eating him up for all the abuse that the three unnamed ones have had, and the named one, well, he was hesitant at first, but because of the spell, just totally globbed into Clark. And with that, they just basically kill him. Hoppers experienced no pain, they just totally ambushed him. Layla is happy about this. And for some reason, after all that, Yemek, who's right here, has heard a rumor about goblins befriending Layla and her group. And he is offered to take them to a place where there are some unknown individuals that have been captured and brought in. As soon as that fight is over, the dogs will follow the party. I'm just going to move the party token for the moment. If you guys want to move your tokens, you are free to do so. I'm going to leave the dogs and Yemek there, though. Eventually, Yemek leads you guys over into a cave here after crossing a bridge, talking to a few goblins along the way. One of them tries to throw water all over you guys, but then Yemek stands in the way and says, "Hey, I know what I told you to do. I'm telling you not to do it to these guys, please." And after a few curt words, they let him lead you guys over here. It's going to be for anybody for whomever's controlling the map for the chat, it's going to be on the left-hand side. So eventually, Yemek brings you guys over here, where there's a group of goblins just standing around shooting the breeze. All of them in a pretty much circle, let's say. These guys are all kind of just talking until Yemek appears, and then they stand up and do a salute. Yemek's gonna stand there for a few minutes, talk about this, that, and the other, because he's been talking with Layla. And Layla has some wonderful ideas. And he says that, and he's telling them that the bugbear is dead, and all the dogs are now loyal to Layla too, and all of that stuff. They're all cheering and are very happy about that. And the goblin closest to the prisoners is like, well, what about the guys we have behind over here that are kind of not even awake yet? Yemek says, we're going to leave that to the party that's come with Layla. So if you guys want to go ahead and walk into the area, it's an area to the right, to the left, excuse me, of where you are. Kel has already found it. There we go. One more. All right. Anyway, so as you guys walk in, I didn't get the description. You're just going to see an area. It looks like, it's a place where these guys have been resting and camping out, just having a blast, but keeping an eye on, any prisoners that may be in there. You'll see a staircase, a stone staircase that leads up to a second level where you see some goblins that are up there too. Yes, that one. And they're basically keeping watch out for the 3 prisoners that they have. One of them is Seldar Hallwinter. And you know what? I think I did close that out when I shut it down. And of course, it doesn't want me to open it back up because I closed it out. Whatever. I'll describe Seldar in a little bit once I'm able to figure it out again. Yeah, I got an idea. Try not to go too far in advance. How's that? And of course, it wouldn't be Dirty 20 Gaming without a few little hiccups, right? So everybody, 5, 6. The large cave is divided in half by 10-foot high escarpment. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy with smoke of a cooking fire and pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. If you guys approach the top towards where the prisoners are being kept, you'll see not only 2 new individuals, but you will also see Seldar Hallwinter, a human warrior who's being held prisoner in this chamber. He was being bound to the southern ledge of the cavern, but because of the newer entrance, they just kind of all half chained them together. Yemek runs up and basically goes ahead and undoes the chains for you, freeing them all, and using a special mushroom that he has found cultivated here in this cavern that wakes up an individual who has been knocked out and gives them 1 hit point, because that's what I say happens. I don't care. It's super rare, only found in this dungeon, and it never leaves the dungeon, and Yemek is the only one who can touch it. There. So
Perfect.
Now, our 2 new individuals, along with Seldar, have awoken, have 1 hit point. Whomever wishes to go first, let our lovely assistant know, and we will go ahead and reveal your That's your token there. Bison or Matt, whichever one wants to go first.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I'll go first. Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm in the Discord, and that's about my only online appearance. Bit camera shy, so you guys won't get to see. You all won't get to see my face today. Instead, we'll put the character art up.
Yeah.
I figure out how to do that.
All right. Tell us what your character looks like and what your character is, please.
I'm playing Datari, Tenku Barbarian. Normally cheerful and optimistic, but he's been in a goblin dungeon for a bit. Now he's getting free, so there's that.
All right, and our other new character? Go ahead, Bison.
Okay. Firstly, hi, I'm Bison. I'm a regular on this channel. You can find me on Saturdays and Sundays playing Feedback and Mr. Box. I also have my own Twitch channel where I game, but I keep forgetting to actually, game. Instead, I decide, let's sleep instead. So that doesn't happen too often. At any rate, what you see is a 3-foot-tall halfling bound from head to toe in chains, iron chains. He's sitting there, and when he starts to wake up, he looks at the goblin, or I'm assuming that guy's a goblin. Kamek?
Yemek is a goblin, yes.
Yeah, okay. He looks at the goblin and kind of looks over to the newcomer. He's like, listen, if you're with this guy, could you please explain to him? I thought I knew the goblin phrase for I mean you no harm. It turns out I knew the goblin phrase for I want to eat your babies. Simple mistake, no harm done. Could you let me out, please? By the way, my name's Linus.
All right. So
We've got another bubbly one, I see.
yes, if our 3 current characters, Keldalin and the others, will please describe yourself briefly to our newer players, then we'll go ahead and get started from there.
Well, I'm Keldalin. I'm an Earth Genasi druid. I've got very mossy-like clothes. He's got little bracers that's got mushrooms pushed into it on his hands. His hair is in a dreadlock mohawk that runs down probably about halfway up his back. He's got his staff with some berries and stuff on it in his right hand. He's not particularly tall. He's only about 5'9". A little on the thin side. He's kind of looking over. He's gonna look over to Lucas. We seem to be collecting people here. Is that supposed to happen?
I don't know, just, stuff like that happens.
At least to us it does. I'm playing Wild Locust. Wild Locust is a wood elf. She's got olive complexion, braided hair with twigs and sticks and stuff in it. Her clothes is really baggy, and she kind of resembles, when she squats down, a bush. So she's very good at hiding. She's also extremely shy, and she's going to whisper to the goblins, he didn't mean to say he was going to eat your babies. He says he's sorry. And she says it in perfect goblin. And then she turns back to you in very, very bad common, going, he let you go now. And then she kind of ducks behind her group.
Thank you, dear. Wherever she's going.
And then there's Lilvari. who is a very tall, fairly tall tiefling. She's probably like 6'3", 6'2". She's got very dark hair that probably in the cave looks black. If you see it in the sun later, it'll look purple. She's got her huge white horns that kind of sweep back from her face. They've got sort of purplish accents to them. She's otherwise fairly like slight, like thin built, but she is dressed like in kind of very new looking armor, but it's not very practical. Like, she's got a big sweeping cloak on, but her boots like have impossible laces on them. They are high heeled. She carries a glass staff now, I think. And she has solid gold eyes, gold tinted eyes. So no like pupil, no whites of her eyes, they're just gold. And that's Lilvari. And she will introduce herself like, I'm Lilvari. You went a little overkill with the halfling and the chains.
Oh, there's a good reason for it, but, you know, things are things.
But you're tiny.
So Yemek says, all right, I suppose you guys do want to get on your way. I can lead you back to the entrance. Layla steps forward and takes Yemek aside, and they speak for a little bit. A little bit of back and forth. So Yemek just seems to have a displeased look on his face for a few minutes and then just realizes, what the hell. By the time you guys reach the entrance, you notice that Layla and Yemek have fallen way far behind, but another goblin has led you to the mouth of the cave. Yemek is going to look at you all and say, well, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad you guys are going to leave on good terms with us. Layla is going to state, and I'm going to be staying here with them. They're making my calling, I feel, is better here. You guys will be all right without me. But the wolves, the dire wolves must stay. They cannot go with you guys. I'm sorry. The wolves give a sad look, but they shrug and just head back into their little den, happy not to be caged up anymore either way.
Treat them kindly and give them, head rubs and belly rubs. They really like them.
Of course. They've come to know me. I've been a little kind to them myself. I try not to be mean. It was always the boss that was. I'm just the second in command, Clark was the one who was so mean to them. I felt so bad. But either way, they will be treated well. If not, Layla will definitely have her heads, of course. But she wants to show us new ways. So we'll see what happens when we work together.
Yes, you would be surprised what can be done with good ways of doing things and working together with people. And just treat everyone the same. I feel like that's the best thing I can say. And everyone will look over to Layla. Thank you for your help so far, and I know what you're going to be doing is going to make a difference and be a force for good here. I would extend out a handshake with his hand.
I mean,
anybody else wish to say anything?
Yeah, it was nice to meet you. It's such a shame to see you go so soon. But if that's where you feel called, then I wish you the best of luck.
She nods her head and hands over a potion. I'm sure you can use this more than I. Wrong voice. I'm sure you can use this more than I shall say. And she will look over to to see, look between you guys and wish you the best. Also, whomever is taking over party money, she gives that to that person because I forgot she was in charge of that for the moment. All right.
That sounds like a job for Leah, for a wild locust.
Yeah. All right. I'll take over the party money. I don't know where she was storing that.
We'll just say that there is a bag of holding that ever, and that hold everything that you guys want at this point. No, it's not going to be a mimic. It's not going to cheer your harm up.
Not
I know, I'm not mean.
It's not a bag of beans.
Either way, Layla will wish you well on your endeavors, and you guys will eventually travel back to Phandelver and make it in just as night is about ready to hit. Characters who are not already on the board are free to go ahead and put themselves up there.
How do I do that?
Grab your.
So you'll go to the little newspaper thing on Roll20, and then you'll just grab your character and drag it over.
No, I'm on here somewhere. There I am. Yeah. See, I just added my wolf.
There you go.
I have a wolf.
Oh, I know what I'm missing. Hold on.
I don't remember how to do this. Shift click? No. Anyone knows how to do the whole drag token onto the thing, that'd be great.
Go to the top of your chat box and click on the journal icon.
Yeah.
And then you should see your name, and you should be able to hover over your name. It'll turn blue and drag it onto the board.
Yeah. Left click, hold it, and
I'm clicking on the token like a nuke.
The name, not the token.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah.
And then Zatari's got it too.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I always want to grab the token, but no, it's grab the name.
Yeah,
very confusing.
I've only been using Roll20 for 2 years. You think I'd know?
Yeah. Few years.
It's all good.
Okay, one more moment.
I'm
just
only
trying
level
to figure
3. I'm not
everything
supposed
out.
to know what I'm doing.
Okay.
We're level 3 now.
We're supposed to know what we're doing?
No.
I'm in trouble if that's the case.
We're still rookies.
So, Seldar, once he reaches into the town, has no idea. What in the, oh, I know what happened. That you guys have already taken out the Red Brand hideout. Let's see. So, if you give me a moment. He does say that we should secure lodgings and that the local inn is very quaint. Also, I'm on my way to the Stonehill Inn, so we'll make do with that from there. But one of the things I'm going to be searching for is a missing wizard, Urinal Albrecht. You guys have heard of him?
Did you say his name is Urinal?
Urinal.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I heard
That's
too.
that's
Kind of concerned me
Blast
for
Out.
a second.
I was just going to say that there were very cruel parents involved.
Irino. I-A-R-N-O. Irino. I know, I'm still learning the pronunciation right. Mm-hmm. So he'll say he's looking for Irino. Those of you who are here already, the three of you the two of you who are here already, Wild Locust and Kel, you guys will remember that you guys defeated a gentleman by the name of Glassstaff. His actual name is Irino Albrecht.
Okay.
The people who took him away would have told you that when they left, before they left town.
Right.
And Irino will have told you his name anyway. So upon the mention of that, hopefully something will click in you guys' head, and maybe you can tell him what happened.
Well, you see, went over to the manor on the hill and ended up finding this hideout for this local gang, I guess you call them. They called themselves the Red Brand. I don't know. I don't think it was a great name, but it's kind of what they went with anyway. We kind of went through this various passageways and ended up finding this wizard guy. Called himself Glassstaff, but apparently that his real name was Ariel, the guy you're looking for. Irino, sorry. I can't. And they took him away to be tried in one of the larger towns.
Oh, sounds fair enough. Very interesting indeed. Well, I suppose we should at least get a good night's rest. Let's go ahead and head on over to that Stonehill Inn. As you can tell, all your characters are already there anyway. So once you walk in, of course, you'll see people standing around and chatting. You'll hear cheers as they see Seldar walk into the Stonehill Inn. And he seems pretty famous, and they like it. He goes up to an old friend who he's seen before, and he sits there and he talks with this individual. You guys are free to roam about the cabin if you want to do some roaming, or you guys can turn in for the night. The Seldar has ensured that you have room and board for tonight. So you need not worry about that. This way you also get a long rest. For those of you who need it.
We'll look over to Wild Locust, look down at Spirit. Can we go for a run? As Kel looks from Wild Locust to Spirit and back to Wild Locust.
And Wild Locust is like, yes, you can go for a run. But do we need to find that what we're going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go hide in the woods for a little bit. I need some time alone. So you'll find me.
Well, on that, there was two little things that we still had to do. There was that secret place that the little boy told me about that we still need to check out.
Right, the hideout, and we got to find the necklace.
And the necklace, that's what we currently have. Maybe there's some more people in town we can talk to who might need help. I'd like to help everyone here if we can, if they need help anyway.
I like helping, but not talking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in the woods, but Spirit will bring you to me when you come back, and then we can come back to the inn.
Yeah, of course. And Cal is just going, because I imagine we were sitting at the table, just gonna hop off the table and transform into Shadow, which is this midnight black wolf with bright emerald eyes. And he's gonna look over at Sphere, go, ruff, ruff, and they scurry off out the front door of the tavern and go for a run for probably a half hour or so.
With a little bush following them.
Because that way he can take Spirit back to Wild Locust in the forest and still have time to get back to the end.
When Keldalin shifts, Linus is at the bar telling the story of how he got caught, bartender, because they're buddies. And he sees Keldalin shift and he's like, "Oh, shite, that's a neat trick."
Keldalin would be almost out the door. He has kind of cocked his head. And he's just going to go around.
Tobin would look at Linus and say, "Oh, I've seen him do it only once before. It must be something new that he does."
Oh. I mean, I'm all for beating a bandit over the back of the head with a warhammer, but that's cool. Anyways, so, and he goes back to the story.
Right.
Well, alone at last, I suppose. Lilvari is just sort of like watching them run off, like kind of nonplussed, like a little miffed, because she's supposed to be part of this group of heroes and they're all like leaving her. So she's gonna just like go over to the bar where Linus is telling his story and, I don't know, sulk a little bit.
Well, after Linus finishes telling his story, Lanar, a miner, is going to look at him and say, "Well, sounds like you've had a lot of fun. Want some more adventure?"
Oh, the only reason I was hanging around this town was to beat up the Red Brands, and now that they've all been beat up, I've got nothing to do. So, if you've got something for me to do, that'd be great.
Oh, yes, I definitely have something for you then. I hear that orc raiders have been seen on the east end of the Troubadour Trail. The townmaster, he's furious. He doesn't want them there because they're trying to take away the supplies from us. Why don't you go see the town hall, and maybe you can take up that offer and take care of those orc raiders for him.
Orcs raiding supply lanes sounds horrible.
I haven't had much dealings with orcs of late, but I mean, if they're causing trouble, then I'd be more than happy to help them stop it. Convince them otherwise.
Well, I think those are the big, brawny, green things that wander around in the wood. I mean, other than the one that just turned into a wolf, I don't think he counts.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures of orcs, and they're usually a lot uglier than that lad.
Yeah, but he's still young. That's probably why. The older they are, the more ugly they get, in my opinion. Then again, I don't see too many of them anyway.
I'll take your word for it. So, Lilvari, was it?
It was.
Awesome. Are you sticking around with this lot? Wherever the bloody hell they went?
I mean, I was going to, but honestly, orcs raiding supply lines sounds more interesting to me than running with a bush in the woods.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to each their own, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, no shade at all on them. Not in the least, except for the fact that I would not be caught dead in a bush. Not that it would fit in one. Anyway.
Linus bites his thumb to not say anything when he...
Yeah, I'm just imagining that Linus there is sitting on a very high bar stool to make him look the height of the bar.
Oh gosh.
While oh my goodness.
He's actually what he's doing is he's not sitting on the chair, he's standing on it and he's leaning against the bar.
Oh no.
But it makes him look taller in this case because it gets him all the way up there.
Well,
You
I mean,
saw nothing.
I do suppose we could ask them in the morning or whenever they get back. I don't plan on sleeping anytime soon. I had plenty of rest in the cave.
So do you just have a thing for chains? Like, what's up with that?
No, when push comes to shove, I know how to throw my weight around. And, he's like, he thinks for a second, he's like, best way to say it, my mother always told me I had a big heart.
Big
as
heart.
As he says that, you kind of notice, you realize his shadow is like 11 feet long. Way longer than a halfling has any right to have a shadow.
It's entirely possible I don't notice that because Lilvari does not have the best passive perception.
That's fair.
Do you mind if I roll for that?
Go for it. It's fun.
Go ahead.
I can't wait to see. Oh, cool. 19. Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you. 19. So, yeah, cool. So she's gonna notice the shadow. Like, while he's talking about his really big heart, she's gonna be, like, her eyes are just gonna drift. But she's not gonna say anything. She's gonna be like, right. Okay. Well, do you know how to throw your weight around orcs?
Most likely. I can't say I've fought an orc before, but if
Where's the other person? Wasn't there somebody else in the cave with you?
Oh, yes. The bird. Where did he go?
Bird?
He starts looking up in the rafters.
Find him up there with the cooked fish going at it.
Oh, hello there.
Little
Gonna
Pip is
walk
tossing him
and
bits of crackers just to see what happens.
He's gonna finish up with the fish and start half walking, half hopping following the kraken.
I mean, who doesn't love crackers?
Goes even better with soup.
With soap? Soup. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Sorry, I just have to clean my
does
ears
have a
today,
bit of a party
apparently.
now. I don't know if I can swear or not on stream yet or not.
Well, considering I've already said shite twice now.
Okay.
So, bird friend?
Yeah, bird friend, and he's gonna imitate of a occupational fighter, doing some teasing to their opponent, which would be him. Something like, "Oh, come on! I know you got some more than that. Sorry, brain's not going."
Lilvari will just go ahead and, like, kind of pick off the plate of crackers and start, like, tossing them up as well.
In the
She's like,
meantime,
"This is adorable."
Wild Locust and Kel, what are you guys up to in the little bit of forest where I'm gonna say you guys are over here. Let's see. I know there's like a little forest area right behind the Lying Shield coaster. I'm gonna say that you guys are over there, and I'm wondering pretty much what are you two up to?
He's out running with Spirit, and I'm just sitting in the middle of the forest, recentering myself, kind of doing a little breathing and just saying, okay, no people.
Relaxing, yeah.
Relaxing. I'm recentering myself.
Yeah, Kel and Spirit are probably doing a mixture of hunting and playing, like that thing where dogs are wrestling each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then probably doing a little bit of hunting kind of towards the end to maybe bring back some food. Maybe. Or they eat it. I don't know.
Well,
they find a rabbit or two and just let it go. you know?
Yeah.
It's a spirit wolf. Doesn't really eat.
Yeah, this is true.
I mean, Kel finds Kel finds food, enough food for him, and is able to satisfy himself.
So Caldwell will come back and kind of look at the time. I imagine the sun's about setting. I'll kind of rub his head up against Wild Locust's leg and kind of signal that he's going back.
And I will stand and walk back with you. I'd say we were gone maybe 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
No more than an hour. Yeah.
I can't with the cuteness.
Cal probably would shift back before getting back to the end because I imagine it's probably a 15-minute walk from where the forest was.
Pretty much, I'm assuming.
And he'd open the door to the end and kind of see the rest of the group kind of sitting at the table. He'd kind of walk up, sitting at the bar. He'd kind of find an open place and hop up, and he'd kind of look over the barkeep. I don't really drink liquor. Do you have like any like apple cider or something?
Certainly, Elsa says. She hands everybody a round of apple ciders.
Oh my god, that sounds delicious.
Actually, that does sound.
Oh
my word.
Later.
Okay. I have to ask her. Are you doing hot cider or cold cider?
It's
hot.
We'll do it warm.
Hot cider.
Okay.
Just made. Because it was just made from the apple works. That's there.
So Cal will kind of take a sip from his cider and kind of look to everyone. Well, it's nice to meet you, Linus. And Cal here probably hears the munching on the fish above. Kind of look up. Tari, I think was your name, right?
He's gonna do an impression of an announcer. Your new champion, Datari.
Oh, he's an entertainer. This should be fun.
And new
world champion.
Kello would kind of laugh and look over. And it's so you seem to be a bit popular here. Did you do some stuff in the town before we got here?
He just shakes his head and my swinging sword.
I've been in and out in the past couple of weeks. I apparently missed you guys storming into town and doing all my work for me. Thanks a lot for that, by the way. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's not a problem. I mean, we to repeat myself, none of us, at least for myself and Wild Locust, we're not a fan of bullies, and we kind of ran into them when we got to town, and we just had to put a stop to it. And then the town's just like, oh, you just made things worse. It's just like, well, we'll just take care of the problem. So that's what we did. Because
that song and dance, so irritating. I got the same thing 6 months ago.
Well, fortunately, they're at least gone for now, so some issues are taken care of. We still have a couple things to look into.
That's true.
Mentioned briefly before, stretching my legs, metaphorically.
More adventures. More adventures. You promised me more adventures.
Yes.
Speaking of, dear, you have the best timing. Looks to Lovari. We just heard about something that was happening regarding some orc raiders. If you don't mind me imposing, I know I'm kind of like new to you guys, but if you don't mind me tagging along, I heard about this job and it could be interesting. Are you guys interested?
Oh, I don't like orcs. They're mean.
I've heard that.
It's certainly something we look into.
It seems worth investigating and certainly seems like a good thing to do. They appear to be raiding the supply lines for this town, so it seems like something that should be done sooner rather than later. No?
That she definitely has a point.
Yeah, I was thinking potentially what we could do is there's one place local in town that I wanted to look at that the barkeeper's son told me about, which was this hidden hideaway just a little bit of ways from me. Because I wanted to check that out before we looked leaving town, at least for a little while. Then we can go look at the orcs, and then we have a stop at a nearby town to try to find a lost necklace.
Sounds like a plan.
If we want to go do the orcs right away, that's fine.
But I just want to make sure that the bad guys with the red band are really out of that place, because they really were mean to these people.
If so, might I suggest checking out what Carp has for you first, and then take care of the orcs? I think we did see some red brands around that area he was talking about.
Two birds, one stone.
Adventure.
Is that offensive to friend?
I mean, if there are so more red brands, we need to get care of, because we want Phandelver to be safe.
We also want the town to be able to prosper. And if the supply lines are cut off, there's no trade. There's no trade. There's not enough food for the winter because you don't have enough coin to buy what you can't get.
And to be honest, it's on the way out towards Troubadour Trail anyway.
So it's on the way. Even better.
It's on the way. Yeah, Pip says.
You are a wealth of information, young Pip. I definitely appreciate you.
Always, always. Anyone who suggests them dang red brands is a friend of mine.
Lil Vari's gonna lean down to Wild Locust and be like, give him an extra tip.
Don't eat the brown mushrooms.
Okay. He runs off with this like little hammer. He goes, dang, dang, dang. He's a young kid. I'm putting him like maybe 4 or 5 years old. Come on, man.
But for her to take it literally, that's awesome.
Yes.
And Toblin is just smiling at his son. Speaking of which, Toblin then says, okay, guys, it's hitting on that time of night where I'm supposed to be turning off all the lights. I know the red brands are gone, but I kind of got used to going to sleep at this time of night. So everything is closing up. Pay your tabs and have a good night. If you're staying here, please head to your rooms.
Oh, I'm not really tired. I'd like to get going if you don't need rests.
What time of day is it? Just that, like, I assumed it was dinner time.
It's like
I would say dinner. I was gonna say dinner time was pretty much around the time you walked into the.
Okay.
But we're saying, well, we'll say it's like summertime where the sun goes down later on in the day. So I'm saying it's probably about 9 o'clock at night.
Well, if you wanted to, we could check out the hideout real quick, just because it's close by, and I don't think it'll take too long. Or we can wait and do that in the morning. It's up to you guys.
Linus drains his flagon, puts it on the counter. He's like, I've got time. I'm always up for a scrap.
Let's go.
And you see a little bush scurry out the door with the green wolf following.
Hey, we're going off to the hideout location.
All right, you'll need to Pip, before he heads off to bed because it's his bedtime, says, I'm not sure if Carp will be awake. He's still young too, like me, but he's older than I am. If you go to Alderleaf Farm, and he tells you how to get there, which, because I'm trying to find out where it went to.
I thought it was like up here somewhere. I could be wrong.
That's the orchard. There's the farm. Barthen. It's here somewhere. But he tells you how to get there pretty much. And there it is. I found it. There. It's like going, and you can go away too. It's down below where the sleeping giant is, pretty much.
Okay.
So if you guys head to there, Pip's going to tell you exactly how to get there, and is going to say that Carp may be asleep, or he may sneak out and show you how to get to the special place. We'll see what happens. Just be careful.
Don't worry, Pip, we will. And Caldwell would muss his hair, as he usually does, and smile down at him.
He smiles and says, good night, guys, and runs off towards his bed.
Good night, Sprout.
He giggles.
Right then, shall we go? All right,
yes,
we're already going. I see that.
Well, we're in the process.
It's these tiny feet of mine.
Mm.
I'm halfling. I am shorter than the rest of you.
All right. So, in the dark of the night, all you guys see pretty much is, a few lights going out as you head over towards where you need to be. Come here, doggo. You guys can finish moving your characters around as needed. But there's the farm. It's down here. So... basically, you'll see sitting on a porch a female halfling of about 45 years old, Quillen Alderleaf. She seems to know a lot of what's going on and welcomes you guys in as she sees you walking in. She'll look at you guys and say, it's a little bit late for you guys to be out, isn't it?
Yes, I do apologize for stopping by at this late, but I just wanted to ask if it's okay with you, if we could just talk to Kip real quick.
Talk to who? I'm sorry.
Wasn't it Kip?
Harp.
Sorry, my brain is
like a fish.
Carp.
Yeah. If I could talk to Carp real quick.
I suppose so, but it's almost his bedtime, so just don't let him talk you into any adventures tonight. He's so full of energy. He wants to be an adventurer too. And she yells for Carp, and he comes on out. He's a halfling lad of about 10 years old, and you can see him carrying like a wooden sword and all that. He says, oh, real life adventures, all right. Cool. But you guys are here a little late. I was about to go to bed. Right, Mom?
Yes.
What do you guys want? Did you need me to show you the hayloft? You guys are gonna spend the night?
Oh no. You see, we heard from Pip over at the Stone Hill Tavern that you know of a secret place. And I was wondering if you could tell us how to get there, because I don't want you to get in trouble for being out too late with your mom now.
Oh, here you guys go again with that stupid little. It's a nothing. There's no red brands around here. Yada yada yada. She just kind of beats it up, saying that nothing is here. There's nothing to worry about. Carp sees Walt Locust, kind of creeps over to Walt Locust and kind of just says, I know there's somebody in there. Meet me in the back in about 10 minutes. I'll sneak out of the house once Mom has gone to bed, and I'll show you the way.
Okay, Sprout.
He giggles and he says, bedtime, Mom, let's go. These guys are going to sleep in the hayloft. They know where it's at. I told them. Quinlan nods and they both walk into the house. About 15 minutes later, the lights turn off. And in the back of the house, Carp comes out. Let me see. Do I have a token for Carp? That's a good question.
Just make the token a fish.
No, I don't have a token for Carp. So I'm going to take I deleted it, didn't I? We all do. Oh, villagers of Phandelver. I'm gonna put the mom out because she actually has a token. If it'll go out.
There's a major family resemblance.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, sometimes you can't even tell the two apart.
There. Because it's smaller, it represents the kid. He comes out back over here and then just kind of peeks around the barn, which is right here, and looks to see if you guys are there.
I think we are.
Yeah, we were probably just waiting outside of the barn.
Yeah.
Probably didn't actually go in the barn.
He giggles and smiles and says, okay, we got to keep quiet until we pass most of the farmland, trying to get a good farm ranch going. It's just we're not having any luck yet.
I shall be sure to clink quietly.
So, GM,
Yes.
how likely is it that somebody who's at disadvantage for stealth would be able to manage that, do you think?
Don't worry, I've got something I can do. And Caldolan would tap his staff into the ground a few times, and you just see this little ring of like green and black energy just surround the group. And I am casting Pass Without a Trace.
Ah, I love you.
Well,
I love that one. That's my favorite spell, honestly, especially with all these people I've had have trouble. Okay.
Even a fail is an almost okay roll.
Right.
That reminds me, do we still have to roll?
All I want you guys to do is roll your normal stealth roll and then add 10 to it. That's it. Hey, baby girl.
All right. So
that's a 19 for me.
I am rolling at a disadvantage.
26.
So, see, we got a
20.
We got, well, technically
I'm sorry,
20.
20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20. So
Anybody
dirty.
else?
So dirty it needed an Earth Genasi to help out.
I got a 19.
20.
All right. So we pretty much everybody got above a 15, right?
I got a 15 on the nose.
Including the 10?
Yes.
You rolled like me.
We're still going to say you pass anyway. So you guys.
Yay.
Oh, I wonder. I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, the group average is like a 19 or 20.
Yeah. If we take the group average, it's pretty decent because as long as we.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Not that I'm telling you how to do it.
Not that we're trying to like convince the DM to make us succeed. I mean,
Lilfari forgot to secure her coin purse before attempting to sneak.
Thank goodness for the extra 10, because Pip, without it, would have failed too. But yeah, he got 18, so everybody's able to make it out. He'll lead you guys. Let's see here. Over into this little neck of the woods and probably stop about here. Yeah. He makes his way quietly through the forest. He, like he's pretending like he's an adventurer joining your adventure group.
he sings his sneak song.
Ding
ding ding.
We'll get a
ding 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 ding.
So eventually he gets to the spot and he'll quietly say, "This is about where I saw them. They saw me. They didn't see me, but I did see them. Now, I saw them going to that. Excuse me. That tree stump over there. It's like a tree stump that looks like just a tree stump, but it actually has like a handhold where you can open it up, and there's a secret entrance there."
That's it. Good job, lad. Now get the hell out of here and get back to bed before your mother finds out.
I put her a sleeping pill. She'll be fine for a little.
You drugged your mother?
Out. She's your mother.
Bye.
Good night, Sprout.
Did you hear that he drugged his mother?
One day.
It's a halfling thing. Don't worry about it.
Did you drug your mother?
Maybe once or twice.
Oh my god.
Is that like part of the reason why you guys have like 9 different meals in a day?
No, it's just because we love food.
Who doesn't, honestly?
Yeah.
Smacks his stomach and you hear the clang of the plate now.
If it's just about atoning, geez, guys.
Right.
So anyway, if you guys creep up and look, you guys creep up and look into it. Let's see here under town description. Basically, you'll see. Tarp will have told you that he believes it's a secret layer there's a secret layer underneath the old manor house, which you guys already know that, but he doesn't know you guys know that yet. He shows you basically where the tunnel is. It's in a thicket. It's a tree stump surrounded by a thicket, in other words. And when you look at the tree stump, it's got like this false top where you can lift it up and go down a bunch of a ladder, and when you walk through the tunnel, it's going to lead you right into the Red Brand hideout. Basically, you'll recognize it as one of the ways you were getting out of the house. But you do not see any Red Brand at all. They seem to either have buggered off, or they've been killed, or a few of them were arrested and were taken away with Glassstaff.
Did they leave anything behind?
I will say that our 2 new players do find a potion of healing.
Spectacular.
In the at the bottom of the ladder, they find a potion of healing.
One for each, or?
One for each. And 200 gold.
And
So
sorry,
I think that's about what everybody else has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Well, we had 200 gold. We spent a little bit. Yeah.
Cool.
Just making sure. Excuse me. Been a long day already.
I think we should see if we can maybe close this up so they can't come back this way.
That's not a bad idea. You look, and Linus looks for a support column, and starts to wind up. Now, if I do this wrong, we're all going to die. If I do this right, we'll still have to run like bastards. You ready?
I'm gone.
Same. Same.
Okay. Let me at least try to maybe do something that might help. And Cuddlin would reach out with his staff as it glows with like a greenish yellow light. It's like casts guidance on you before Cuddlin starts running.
All right, so I'm gonna wind up and smack that.
Roll me that smack.
All right, but or should I roll the hit first? Actually, that is my roll to hit. Never mind.
That was your roll to hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Wait. No. No, that's my damage. Hold on. There we go. There's my roll to hit. 17.
All right. So you find a sweet spot. Not the sweetest of sweet spots, but you still find a pretty nice sweet spot. It actually manages to crack a little and eventually just crumbles.
So
starts to crumbling. The crumbling at first starts to head back towards the manor, but then slowly it starts coming back towards you guys as you're running away.
Oh shit! He just starts to hoof it.
Time to go!
I just want everybody to make me one athletics check. Good.
Oh. I'm not good at that.
Why are my rolls not coming up? I mean, I've got my...
What's on your token, maybe?
Why? Maybe. Let's click on token and try rolling.
You're in D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah. And I haven't linked it, and it's never had an issue before, but it doesn't want to cooperate.
Go ahead and let me see here. I have to bring up one of my characters to figure it out again, but while you're doing that, click on features and traits. Let's see if that doesn't fix it.
Alright, I closed the character sheet. I'm gonna bring it back up, see if that fixed it. Ba, ba, ba. And no. All right. Features and would that be in D&D Beyond? I got a.
There we go.
Oh, did it finally come through?
Oh, I fixed mine.
Okay.
Yeah, just click on your features and traits after refreshing, and that should fix it.
That kind of what connects it back to the Roll20.
Is that in D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Yeah, the features and traits.
It's right under where your armor class is in D&D Beyond. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Features and traits. And then just. All right. Let's see if that worked. No, it doesn't like you. I got a 21. So live with that.
I don't trust digital dice, so I've been rolling physical dice anyway. So not all the rolls are showing up.
That's all right. As long as what did you get?
For the athletics check, I got a 16.
Okay. So the only one I'm going to say had a little bit of trouble would be Kel. He started to fall behind a little bit, almost tripped. And then I'm going to say what happened was his inner wolf shadow told him, "Come, change. Let's run out of here together. I'm faster on 4 legs than on 2." So you change and you help run, and you can basically run out of the cave with everybody else. Making sure that everybody, including the king, who makes it. Just as you're coming back up the ladder, you guys make it out, and the ladder kind of falls down, and there's like no way to get back in there anymore unless you jump in. You can close the lid and head on back. You'll start to see that your little adventure and run took you till almost dawn. And by the time you make it back to the farm, you will see that Quailing is making breakfast while Carp is sewing up a pair of his pants. He got a hole in them last night and kind of got in trouble for it, but he's not gonna worry about it.
As they pass, Linus whispers over to Carp, "Sorry, lad. Better luck next time."
Right. Yeah. His mom sees you and says, "You guys want to come on over here? I'll make you a little bit of breakfast before you leave. I know my son was a bit of trouble, but it's the least I can do."
Well, that sounds fantastic.
A+ behavior.
So you all sit down for breakfast, and she starts talking about how she had a few adventures in her days. Mostly, she's heard of things that some people have done, including a druid by the name of Reedoff. And she advises you that if you need any assistance in fighting certain things within the area, you might want to visit Reedoff and ask him for his help, since there's not an inch of this land that he does not know. And you'll be able to find him in the ruins of Thunder Tree.
And which direction is Thunder Tree? Do we know?
Yeah.
Do we know? She does tell you which way. I believe it's along the Troubadour Trail.
Isn't that where the orcs are doing their thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it's that direction.
All roads lead to Troubadour Trail, guys.
Well, it is a long road in and of itself, so I mean, it's not wrong.
Okay. So let's go to Troubadour Trail.
Lilvari, does the ghost wolf eat? Because Lilvari is totally slipping pieces of bacon to that ghost wolf, if so.
Oh yeah, it's gonna eat.
It
doesn't have to, but it's bacon, so yes.
Yeah, bacon exists on all planes.
It does.
Bark, bark.
Yeah, apparently Oliver is very excited.
Well, it's been a very long day. But but we should try to get some traveling done. I say we just start. Okay, what was the name? I being dumb. What was the name of the town that the necklace was in?
That's what I was looking up right now.
Because I was trying to see if it was the same direction of Thunder Spire, we would just go in that direction.
It was actually along the way, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but sometimes when I have thoughts, they're wrong.
Yeah,
Sometimes I have
see,
thoughts.
Thunder Tree, Emerald
Tree.
Necklace. It's in Thunder Tree, Emerald Necklace in shop beneath a shelf.
Okay, so yeah, but then we would head that direction.
Yeah.
So that's also in Thunder Tree?
It's also in Thunder Tree.
Okay.
So you have 2 quests in Thunder Tree, and one on. And I just realized while looking at the map that the Troubadour Trail does not lead to Thunder Tree, but I can lead you around to it through a forest eventually. Come on, guys, hush.
I
So
like
not to worry about it.
forest.
You got the Neverwinter Wood. Give me a moment.
Forests are no problem. We have a ranger.
Of course not. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over to the map.
Says. Oh, the Tribor Trail. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Tribor.
I kept hearing troubadour like a singer.
So did I. I heard.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's because that's the way it was pronounced when I was playing it, I guess.
I like troubadour better than tribor. Not gonna lie.
Me too.
So I've already advised you on a few things. First of all, we already know. Give me a moment here.
I love that we can take the
right
high
now
road.
We're Phandelver. So I'm gonna bring that up here. Look, there's Phandelver.
Yay, that's where we be. Doink. That is where we're at.
You
right?
also already know where Bagmaw Hideout is. No, you don't.
We do now.
It's right there.
Someone take a screenshot.
No, you were there already. That's right. I think you were there.
Yeah, that's where the marker was when before I moved it.
Yeah. You are told where Thunder Tree is. Thunder Tree is actually right there. So that's what I'm saying. We can have you run across them early in the Troubadour Trail. Tribor Trail.
The TT.
The TT Trail. The trail.
Where along the Tribor Trail were these guys? These orcs.
You know what? It doesn't necessarily say, I don't think. Let's see here.
Because I thought you said Eastern, but I don't remember. And you're the DM, you can just change it.
Oh well, yeah. I was looking to see if it actually said anything, but no, I'm gonna actually make it to where the orcs are kind of causing trouble. Let me get onto the right layer here. Let's say about 2 or 3 day trip to about here. Yeah. You guys are that's when you guys are gonna start running against the ogres. The orcs, not ogres.
Sweating profusely.
So what I need from you guys as we're going to travel is like a small marching order.
Linus would probably go somewhere near the front. If not,
I am
first.
out front scouting.
Yeah, okay.
Middle. Is Keldalin comfortable being our rear guard?
Yeah, I can be in the back.
Okay.
So, since Wild Locust is going to be our scout during the first day, I would like you to go ahead and roll a d20, please.
I can do that.
Let's see here. You walk around, you hear beasts in the background, but nothing actually really happens, in all honesty. Are you guys going to continue on through the night or take a stop for the night and sleep?
Sleep.
We should probably sleep since we didn't sleep the night before.
Yeah.
I'll find a little camp spot for us to hide out.
So we're gonna do 3 watches, one in the beginning, one in the middle, and one in the end. Who's going to take first watch?
I will take first.
All right. Wild Locust, go ahead and roll me another d20, please. All seems to be pretty quiet. You hear chirping crickets in the background. You know, basically the usual noises that Wild Locust hears when in the forest. Cut it out, you guys. Knock it off.
Crickets here bark.
Apparently they do.
They're barking crickets.
All right. Who's going to take the second watch?
I will. We can both take it?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me each a d20.
I got a 3.
All right.
We're getting attacked.
I also got a 3.
You guys
We're just chatting.
You guys actually just mindlessly look up at the stars. The fire almost goes out once or twice.
Oh, shite.
You guys catch it and get it back going again. Shush! So who's going to take that final watch?
I'll take last watch.
All right, now roll me a d20.
No, it's a 14 if you need a flat. I thought it was perception.
14 if I need a flat? Yeah, all right. We'll go with the flat because that means you don't really see anything. You see a couple of bunnies, but nothing dangerous.
Well, this is a fantasy game. Bunnies can be plenty dangerous.
I'm going to assume that you guys are going to keep the same marching order.
Yep.
So what I would like for you guys to do is go ahead and, Wild Locust, I need another d20 roll, please. Nothing. Again, you hear the noise of the monsters in the background, but you actually don't run across anything along the trail.
Okay.
I'll let you guys have another night's sleep. Do you guys want to keep the same watch order, or did you want to change that?
Keep the same watch order.
Yeah, I think that's just easy.
Okay, Locust, do you roll me another d20?
I'll be happy to.
Nothing happens.
At least I don't know of anything happening.
Apparently.
I got distracted by the trees.
You're fine.
Told a Tolkien and talked to a tree for 3 hours.
So my next 2 individuals, please go ahead and roll me your d20s.
A 9.
Okay.
7.
All right. All seems peaceful and quiet again. A lot of chirping. You hear a bear catching a fish off in the distance in a lake, but nothing major. The vicious monsters are staying away.
Gosh, I mean, these watch things just seem like the easiest thing. I don't understand why anyone would complain about them.
And Keldolin.
7.
You guys are no fun.
You
You know what? I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make you guys fight a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna say that just as you guys have finished picking up and are ready to leave. I want you, Kel, to go ahead and roll me a d12.
Uh-oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Another 7. You like 7s.
Does that mean I wouldn't? Does that mean I hit the jackpot if I roll another 7 in a row?
I just realized that. Probably. Let's see if you get it. Yeah. Okay. So that's not the one I was looking for. Well, this actually makes perfect sense. Even this is cool. You guys have run into an orc. Well,
Is he friendly?
You've run into 2 orcs. They are indeed friendly. Not.
Can I make them friendly?
You certainly can try.
So they came during Keldalin's watch, right?
Yes, they did.
Okay, what does Keldalin do?
Well, I unfortunately don't speak orc, so Calvin would look over at them.
And are we
would you
making
make us do this the easy way or the hard way?
That's what the orc looks like there. Ugly looking thing, isn't he? He's going to say, let's see here. He's gonna say you can see that they're wearing some type of an armor. We're trying to ambush you, but you found them. And they're scouts for the group that you're looking for. Well, he is. I'm only gonna put one out. Man, yeah, we'll just put one out. He's not gonna take a swing at anybody in particular, but if any of you guys want to go ahead and swing at him or try and persuade him to join the good side, you are free to do so.
Listen to me. There are a lot more of us than there are of you, and I understand you're out here trying to do your job for your group of orc buddies, but I mean, if you look to try to start a fight with us, it's not going to end well for you. And I think both of us can agree that being alive is pretty nice most of the time. And I think we both know that you want to stay alive and you don't want to end up turning into worm food. So if you just put your weapon down, we can talk this out, you can go beyond your merry way, or we have to do this the hard way, and you may not like what you end up looking like.
And I've woken up from my trance and I see the orc and in Orcish, I say, "Why are you here?" Leave these people alone.
We're looking to pillage and plunder.
I don't think that's such a good idea there. Oh, no, he said that in Orcish, didn't he?
Yeah, I repeated in Elvish because I don't like common.
I have no idea what either of you said.
Keldalin would translate. Keldalin's used to translating.
I don't like common, sorry.
That's fair. I only know the 2 languages. It's not my fault. So not being able to really say anything in this situation, Linus is just going to be short menacingly. Kind of, he's got his warhammer crooked on his shoulder, his buckler's out. He's making it clear to these orcs that if they're looking to pillage and plunder, that they're going to have to do so without kneecaps.
Lil Vari will do her best to like play off of that, and she doesn't speak Orcish, but she sort of like takes her staff and like sets it and like cocks a hip and is like, "You want to leave now?"
I speak common to the infidel.
Hey,
Don't know why I said that, but already.
listen. You may want to pillage and plunder because you think that's the best thing you can do in life, but I, for one, think that those people you are pillaging and plundering have just as much as right to feel safe as you have a right to live your life the way you want to choose. Now, because you're choosing to look at harming other people, we have a problem. And you know what I like doing with things that cause me problems? Well, they become my chew toy. And Keldolin's going to jump at him, turn into a wolf, and is going to attempt to tackle him to the ground while biting him.
Okay. If you wish, you can go ahead and roll that.
1 second.
We need like a group intimidation roll to make him run
Or
away.
a group yeah, you guys can.
I think so.
Or you guys can try and do, charm and befriend him, but with intimidation, huh?
I
It was
mean,
very clear from the very first words that Keldolin spoke that he was not choosing charm.
yeah. Keldolin's not charming.
No, I'm. Wild Locust is actually going to try and drop into stealth and circle around this guy. Because she doesn't like orcs.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 21.
I got
To
an
hit?
11.
That's to hit if you, for...
Yes, it worked!
Stealthy.
That's a 26 on intimidation.
Yeah,
One heck of a hip cock.
mine's an 11 for intimidation.
He looks at the group and it's like, what do you mean?
I'm probably on top of him as a wolf right now. Just in his face. And it's just glaring down at him as I have him basically pinned under me, and I'm looking to the others to speak for me at this point.
Linus is going to sort of saunter over to this orc. I'm just going to wait until she's...
Jiminy Christmas. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
These animals are getting into everything. I think I'm going to have to lock them up when I do this thing now.
That's unfortunate.
Aww.
Anyways, Linus is going to come up to this orc and he's going to be like, in case we haven't made it clear, the roads aren't safe, and we're looking to do something about that. Now, you can choose to also do something about that and make the roads a little safer, or you can do so after I break your legs.
And as he says that, Lil Vari is going to very, very, like, as subtly as she can, like, kind of throw a hand toward the ground and prestidigitate tremors all around Linus. Like, ground tremors. Prestidigitate. Or no, it's thaumaturgy.
Yeah,
It's thaumaturgy, my bad.
Yeah.
It was one of those spells.
Prestidigiturgy.
Ground move! Shaky, shaky!
Prestidigiturgy.
So you've got 2 wolves staring at this orc. The ground is shaking, and
There's a very threatening 3 foot tall, 150 pounds of steel looking at him.
and a bush that slipped away.
So,
And where's
Lil
our
Vari's-
birdie?
Lil Vari's cloak billows.
I just imagine, to Atari is just floating above, just above the group.
Just going.
He's probably just hanging out like, why are these people like this?
Yeah, pretty.
Sorry.
Well, I would suppose yes. Let's see here. At any rate, he's like, oh, what do you mean? He seems to calm down just a little bit. He doesn't look so quite tough and mean.
We're saying that we've heard that you lot have been causing trouble, raiding supplies. We're here to do something about that. Now, is there anything you might know about that you wish to tell us? Because if we don't have to break your legs, we're not going to break your legs. I'd much rather break the legs of someone who deserved to have their legs broken. But if you're not part of that, then we don't need to talk about it.
I would listen to him. He's not kidding with that hammer.
Right. No, I got it. I understand. I can lead you to him, I suppose.
Now, wasn't that easy? Nobody had to get hurt.
I almost wish I had like a cookie, so I could give him a cookie for cooperating. That's out of character.
once he starts cooperating, Keldolin would back off of his chest, but is still like menacingly growling at him.
Calm down, fella. I don't even have anything in my hands right now. So just relax, please. No.
Nothing by it.
With that, Keldolin will just sit and kind of look around a little bit, scratch behind his ears.
Now we still have a little ways to go. I'd say maybe another day or two's worth of travel if you want. I normally just stick to the trail, and when I get enough stuff, so I go back. I'm not gonna go in with you guys. I don't want to fight in there. You can do what you like, but I'm gonna just stay out of this.
It's probably for the best. Now, we appreciate your assistance, and as a result, we're not going to hurt you.
There's an appreciation of thanks as Atari shares some of his unopened saltine crackers with the orcs.
Polly's got crackers.
As you can see, I have put the location of where the orcs are. It's a lot further from Thunder Tree than I thought. I finally actually read the information. I know.
He is fat.
So
that's Gork.
So you guys are probably going to go another day or so. But I'm going to say pretty much that your new orc friend, whatever you guys want to name this guy, is leading you directly to there. And I'm assuming same marching order, right?
Yep.
I'm going to stay in stealth.
Okay.
I don't like orcs, so I will not be around it.
Are you?
Then Keldolin would swap to the front.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of like be watchful and circling the group, waiting for treachery.
So Lilvari is not like super keen on bringing up the rear, but like will if Linus seems really opposed to it.
Well, Linus is just taking point because that's what heroes do.
So, we have both Keldalin and Linus in the front.
Yeah.
Keldalin, or I thought Kella was doing scouting as opposed to Wild Locust.
Yeah. Keldalin is taking Wild Locust's scout position.
My bad. Okay.
You're fine. Things weren't abundantly clear.
You can see me occasionally checking in to make sure you guys, you see me. I'm like popping up, and then I'm.
So I do want to go ahead and I'm going to give you this choice. Go ahead and either give me a perception check or a survival check. Whomever is at the front.
That would be, I guess, Kel.
Yeah, I'm doing perception. That's slightly higher.
Woo! Find it with flying colors. Wow.
Very nice.
So the faint smell of smoke hangs in the air as you ascend a rugged ridge on the lower slopes of the hill. 50 yards away, a cave mouth opens up at the bottom of a ravine. Hunkered down by a boulder 20 yards outside of the cave, keeping watch, is a single orc.
Linus looks to the orc that brought us here. Now, I know you want nothing to do with the fighting, but the wilderness isn't exactly safe for a stranger. You going to be okay?
I'll be fine. I'm just going to stay hidden.
Okay. You don't have a problem with us beating the shit out of your friends, do you?
No. I'm the smallest one, so they always rough me up.
It's not about your size, lad. It's about your fight. So if you've got the fight, it doesn't matter your size. I mean, look at me. I'm like half his size.
Mm-hmm.
So you take care of yourself. You be safe. We'll be back in, a couple of minutes. Maybe not. We'll see.
Right. I'm just going to stay here hidden.
Good man. All right. Looks to the rest of everybody. How the bloody hell are we going to do this?
I come up and rejoin the group after I see the orc slink off because I don't want to be too close to him. And I'm like, okay. We sneak in or we charge in?
Well, I'm not much one for sneaking, but first things I'm thinking is I'm looking at that guard-looking guy over there. I think we need to take him out. What do you guys all think?
I don't think we're gonna talk that person into going along with it. So
Yeah, I don't know how much more we're going to be able to do the talking thing to get out of here.
We could bribe them.
I don't like them. I don't trust them. They always are raiding and hurting my people. So I'm fine with trying to take out the guard as quietly as possible, and then we go in.
what do we know about orcs, DM? Or what do I roll to see what we know?
Hey,
Can you give me a history check?
Welcome to the show. Giant orc.
17. So what I specifically want to know is if they're like, are they like kind of pack-ish? Like, are they the kind of like like group that if we like go and challenge the leader, they'll just like fall out, or are they more chaotic than that, or what?
You've heard that if the leader does go down, they will flee until they find a new leader.
Let's see.
So I'm
They're
gonna
one of my favorite enemies, so I could, we could talk together and maybe come up with some things.
I'm gonna relay that information to the party and be like, why don't we just challenge the leader to combat or something, and if we lose, kind of sucks, but if we win, they have to stop raiding. Instead of fighting the whole warren, it just sounds disgusting.
Word pipes up and does the best imitation of a crowd. Fight, 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 fight.
Well, if we're going to get down to the dirty of it, I mean, that's kind of what I'm here for. So, before I do something extremely stupid and walk down there and challenge an orc chieftain to a fight, I forgot where I was going with that. I think we're in trouble, lads.
I would love to see you in action, little dude.
Well, I'd say that taking out the leader is always a good plan. I, for one, says that we don't need to necessarily make it fair. Because, I mean, as long as we get the job done, that's the end of the day. Because these people aren't about giving people they pillage and rob fair fights.
Oh, that's true. Right, so that's it then. Claps his hands, rubs them together, picks up his warhammer, starts walking down. Oi, you big ugly, get down there. Get your boss, I got some words for him.
Take me to your leader.
Strahd, you big nerd, where's my money?
I will have an arrow notched, and if he tries to attack my new friend, who I really like because you're smaller than me, I will shoot my arrow.
Okay, so are you guys heading out to that lone orc in front of the cave itself?
Mm-hmm.
Are we just marching into the cave? Because I think he just marched into the cave.
He has to get past the orc at the front of the cave first.
Well.
Yeah. That's why I'm yelling at him. You big stupid bastard. Give me your boss. I'm not here to talk to some boys.
He takes out his own axe and says, "You no pass."
Oh, I think I will, bud.
You no pass.
Can I just cast Mind Sliver at him? Surprise him?
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow at him.
So Lilvari, Lilvari just sort of squints her eyes at him, and then no. And a shard of blanking on the word, indigo. A shard of indigo shoots at his head. He needs an intelligence saving throw.
And while he's dealing with yours, my arrow falls right behind yours. Dink.
Well, he fails that intelligence check, and that arrow will hit.
Okay, so he takes 6 psychic damage, and he subtracts 1 from his next saving throw.
And he takes 8 piercing damage.
He's probably got a pretty big headache.
Yeah.
He falls down to one knee and says, why you hurt me so?
Linus grabs him by the collar. We're doing it because you're attacking people on the road, you stupid bastard.
I'd let him pass if I were you.
He just,
Now,
I'm gonna
where's
say
your boss?
he faints. He points inside and then faints.
Oh my god, you killed
That
him.
went about as well as I expected. Sort of pushes him
Good
away.
job, Linus. Nicely done.
Barely did anything.
He was clearly scared.
We were the distraction.
That's true.
And I walk up to you and say, I like that little shot you did. I like purple.
Me too.
Wait, let's get moving forward quickly before.
So as you guys walk in, we're actually I think this is a good spot to stop for the night. We can continue into the cave in our next adventure.
Oh,
If that's all right with you guys.
Yeah,
I think it's
good.
perfect. It's like just perfect.
Mhm.
Right at the mouth of the cave. Linus is being a dumbass and walking straight in.
Which is what I normally expect from your characters, Bison.
Hey, I'm not Nick. This isn't Moose. I'm a little bit more subtle.
Oh
than
well,
that.
hello there,
Hello.
readers. I just saw that you came in.
Yeah, you're right at the end of the show, bud. Sorry.
Oh, they got the end of it.
That's true.
I got
They got to
some of
see
it, and
Linus, you know.
the Doom Donkey did go off anyway. But thank you for those who came in with the raid. I'm glad for those of you guys who stayed. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and end this lovely little campaign for the day. Once again, I thank all my lovely players for coming and joining me. It's always a pleasure, especially with you, Bison. But with you, it's just made it much more interesting.
I wanted to bring a character that was as straightforward and as an adventurer as I could make it. And
Definitely.
I figured a fighter who likes to hit things and make bad people stop being bad, that's as straightforward as I can get.
Oh, and you guys are having a blast with it already.
He's so much fun. I
Oh,
like this character already.
So thank you again for joining in and on such short notice too. And Tatari, thank you for joining us as well. I know you didn't get to say too much or do too much, but hopefully next time we can get it done.
I got stage fright, so that might have contributed to it.
It's all
That's
good.
all
Oh, it's
right.
all good.
It's all good. Not a problem. That's definitely something we can work on. Not to worry. Thank you very much for joining Wild Locust.
What happened?
And
Thank you.
Kel and
Thank you.
Lavari. All you guys are I think it went a lot smoother today. It was nice and happy, and everybody was comfy and cozy, and well, enough about that. So, I want to go ahead and remind you guys that we do have other shows. I believe we have one on Monday. I know we have one Wednesdays, which is this one on Thursday, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday. So this group is actually quite expanding.
We do have a show on Monday. I believe we actually have 2 shows on Monday because it's Halloween.
Oh, this coming Monday we'll have
Yeah.
2 shows?
Yeah, because we've got 10 Candles with Sarah, and I
And
think there
the
was
one
another
shot.
Yes, the one shot. So yes, we do have 2 games on Monday. So if you don't want to go out on Halloween, you want to watch us, make fools of ourselves on TV. Hey,
There you go. You got plenty of stuff to do right now. So, I want to go ahead and thank you all, the audience that have been here, and those guys who rated us. Sorry, I didn't really notice that you guys rated us until like now. But then again, I'm not really paying attention to chat. I'm trying to pay more attention to my players. Also, I do want to go ahead and thank those of you who are watching from YouTube in the future. If you watched this far, you more than likely like it. So go ahead and hit that up button so that we can show other people this information. And they can like it too. And they can join in. If you want to become a player, like the players who are around me, or if you wish to become a DM like myself, feel free to join us in our Discord. Thank you, Bison. With
Thank you.
anybody can do any spot. We have many people who open up their tables for our new and old players. And we also have many opportunities for many DMs to come on in and either do one shots, or they can definitely run a longer campaign like I am. But otherwise, thank you so much, you guys. I'm rattling off and just going off on a tangent now. So with that, I want to say thank you. Please continue being kind to each other. Everybody, I hope you have a good night. Bye.
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 See you next time.